Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here, where I talk about my favorite thing in the entire world, goddamn cryptocurrency. This is what is printing stablecoin edition. This will be a short 10-minute video where I cover every single stablecoin yield bearing giving platform that I know of that I like in DeFi crypto, right? And I will going to talk about them from the safest to the highest risk. Of course, with safety comes lower APR, and with more risk comes higher APR. You need to manage your own risk. Don't forget that this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a degen. And before we begin, please stop. Did you know that so many people who watch this channel are not subscribed to me? It breaks my heart. Before you leave me, please just take that finger of power that you own. Press that subscribe button. How about you fire in a comment? Tell me about your favorite stablecoin printing machine too, so that I can learn and we can all learn. Be part of the community, join the telegrams. Let's get into today's video. Before we begin, I just want to tell you that a lot of the platforms I'm talking about today I have been tracking on my degen farmer spreadsheet, which is available. You can come to my website here. You will find my passive income DApp once it is released. Getting releases in audit. And it's looking great. I'm really happy with it. It's got loads of stuff. And you can purchase the degen farmer spreadsheet right here. By clicking on this link, it will take you to OpenSeas on Polygon, where you can purchase it for currently $16, almost $17. It's a steal. By buying the NFT, you also unlock future editions of it and some other perks, which I do have worked out. And as you can see, we are so far 76 in the degen army using the spreadsheet, which is awesome, really good. I'm looking on chain at how it's going. It looks like everyone's having a great time building their own one. This is it here. You will find most of the projects I'm talking about today already tracked. So I will be able to show you some proof of my experience with it right here. Okay, so number one, safety first. This would probably be the safest one, I think, right? It is single asset staking, which is inherently safe, and we can take stablecoins such as BUSD, Tether, or USDC and get yourself between 2 or 4% APR on that, holding it, depositing it into the platform, and then just earning that very small APR right there. Now, it does build up over the year, but in months and months, you're not going to notice much unless you're putting in hundreds of thousands of dollars. Another one. This is a new one. I've never talked about this before, but I do have a dedicated video on it coming out. This is Midas Investments. To get signed up with this, you have to sign in. I signed in with my Gmail account, right? Then you do have to complete a simple KYC. But it does offer you, as we can see here, my Tether position, which I'm trying out. I put in $59 and I'm earning a whopping 14.7% APY on my single asset Tether that I just deposited into this platform. Now, the way it works is that Midas will take the deposited balance, put it into lending platforms such as Aave, right, or Curve. They will then borrow off that with a 2x position, giving you a huge bumper cushion for any kind of market volatility. You can check all this out in their docs section for the security that they use, and in the dedicated video I will be deep diving this a lot more. But of course, as I said, with higher yield comes higher risk. So of course this is 7 times more yield than I'm going to get from Alpaca, so it is good to diversify your portfolio, of course. But this is Midas, you can check it out, and they do also have a fantastic affiliate service where you can earn USDC of 5% of all the referrals that you can garner. Yeah, so you're also getting paid in stablecoins to shill, which is great. Moving on, let's move to the Phantom chain for this one. So this is Tomb.com. Of course, we all know Tomb for being a token pegged to the price of Phantom, right? Or attempting to peg, or ratio, sorry. Harry says it's ratio now, not peg. Change the verbiage. But did you know that actually Tomb is a fantastic passive income printer for stablecoins? So we come here to Life Genesis. Life Genesis has been running now. It was at 90-day Life Genesis. We have 16 days left where you can take your stablecoins, USDC, your Tether, your MIM, your DAI, right? You can stake it in here and you can earn yourself very juicy APRs. This is being extended after the 16 days is done for another 90 days, by the way. So I've had deposited in here about $30,000 for a while now. I have $31 of rewards. I'm getting 9.36% on this, right? I love this. And if we see what I've been doing since, I've been in here, I can come up to my degen farmer into USDC. We can see that I've taken $568 of profit so far, right? In this short time with a 9% APR, I'm making $247 if I took profit every single month, or if I just continue to compound, it's going to add on top of that, exponentially grow my rewards. There are higher yields though. If we come to, for example, MIM, you can get yourself a shocking 26% on this. But there are even higher yields if you come into the Symmetry V2. Now in the Genesis, we're farming for Life token, which is a great token. In Symmetry V2, we're farming for L share, which is at the moment quite undervalued, I believe, because in 2 weeks, we're going to be able to use the L share to earn ourselves more life. So I do expect the value of this token to go skyrocketing very soon. Now we can do two things here. You can use Curve and make a trifecta of tokens of stablecoins. Here we have DAI, we have USDC, and we have Toom's own brand new stablecoin. And you can earn yourself here 34% APR on that. Wow. Now this is safer than two because two of these are standard. Two of these are well known, especially over here on the right. Okay, we have USDC and Tether, okay, and 41% APR. But we're also adding in the Life token, Life USD, which is a brand new token, stablecoin, okay, pegged to the price of $1. I think it's over collateralized, right? Or we can take two. We can take, for example, L3 USD and USDC for 36%, or here, what I'm going to be doing today, Tether and Life USD for 78% APR. Hey, next up, coming back to the Binance Smart Chain, this is a new platform, but it's doing very well for me. This is Grizzly.fi. Now, Grizzly is all about stablecoins, 100% stablecoin focused, and the yields are insane, right? Love it, right? What we can do is we can take liquidity pairs, pancake swap pairs, right? But they do everything for you. It's 1 or 2 click invest. You do everything here, right? We have USDC, BUSD, liquidity. For 39% APR. We have USDC, USDT for 72% APR, or DAI BUSD or USDT. So you have 4 options here of stablecoins ranging between 72% to 39% APR. Now what we do is, if we come here to my hives that I've already set up, you have 3 options. You can choose a stable strategy, a standard strategy, or a Grizzly strategy. I go standard usually because for me 72% on stables is fantastic, right? Very happy with that. As we can see, I have here, I have 2 positions, USDC and Tether, and I have USDT and BUSD. If we come to my degen farmer spreadsheet, we will see how it's going for me. Right, I inputted, so here we have USDC for the 1 position. I've compounded $98 so far. This has been about 3 weeks. The other position I've compounded $56 and taken $20. And what I've been doing is I've been compounding my earnings into the honey pot. So actually the Grizzly token will have inherent value. It's currently $100. It did peak about $300 or $400. It went down to 80. I think. And also by holding the Grizzly token, you will get an airdrop very soon. So there are a lot of incentives to hold this token, but I'm selling about 40% of it and I'm staking the rest of it in my honeypot and waiting for future developments. And still, even with that, I'm compounding and growing my pair quite a lot. It also does have a referral program. By depositing into the platform and then sharing your link, you can earn yourself more Grizzly token. As you can see here, I have 15 friends, hi friends, and I've earned 0.03 Grizzly. Which is not much, but every little helps when we're talking stablecoins, right? We need to boost that yield. Next up, we have algorithmic stablecoins. Dex Finance has the US Dex token, which is, I would have to put it in high risk because it is pegged to the dollar through the platform, right? But it's never actually gone under peg after the first day of launch. And we're like three months into this now, and this has been an absolute beast of a printer for me, right? Let's come in and have a look. So I get 79% APR on my staked US Dex USDC token, and it earns me the share token. The share token then on the other end earns me more stable coins. I'll show you exactly how it works. I have a lot of videos on Dex Finance, but it's just continuing to print. The share token at the moment is very undervalued, and they will be rolling out some auto compounding, and then also they will be rolling out huge things. They will also be rolling out the ETF Pro, which will be basically renting out their algorithm, their ETF bot, I guess, to other platforms so that they can stay on peg easier, which will inherently help the US Dex token stay on peg. And it just does what it does, right? So I have $12,900 staked in here. I have $100, $48, $24. That's $200 to collect today, right? If I come to my degen farmer spreadsheet, you're going to see the proof in the pudding right here for Dex. Like, this is unbelievable. This is my degen alpha tracker. This shows me what is printing, essentially, right? That's why we call this show What's Printing. What's printing? Well, what's printing for me? Dex. Look at this. So invested is in the red. The compounded is in the yellow. Profit is in the blue. My invested is now less than my compounded and my profited, right? I am in the money here. If I wanted to just tap out right now from Dex Finance, I would have ROI'd and then some on this platform, which is unbelievable. It's great, going really well on it, right? And I do have a lot in the platform. I've come to farms, 15,000 in to Dex Finance, and at the moment I've compounded 6,000 and my current value is $23,000. I've taken out 10,000 from it. So I'm getting very close to just ROI only with just my taken, even though I've compounded almost $7,000 back into this platform. It's brilliant. It is a printer. We're going up in risk. I'm sure you can see that, right? We now have Furio. Now Furio has the Furio token. In terms of the FUR token, just to get quickly off the topic of stablecoins, I do have, it's gone very well. Yeah. Furio is a beast. It's an absolute beast. I invested $3,000. I've compounded $8,000. My current value is $30,000. I've taken nothing, right? I'm riding this to max payout and then I'm going to go for it, right? But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about stablecoins. So with FUR Pool, we can actually use stablecoins for this, right? What we're doing, we're depositing stablecoins into the FUR Pool that then forms liquidity and does some magic and then pays us back out in stablecoins. Essentially, we're getting paid back out in I think we're getting paid back out in FUR and USDC stablecoins, or possibly out in stablecoins. I'm not sure because I haven't taken anything yet. But as you can see, I have an available 1.4 here, which is roughly $20 or something. I've put in $1,000. It gives roughly 50 to 60% APR on this. Stablecoin in, stablecoin out, I do believe. And it is, of course, high risk because it's tied to the price of the Furio token. But Furio is about to turn on their own LMS, which is similar to what Horde has done. And Horde has been at the price of $100 since launch, which is now, what's that, 4 months now? Throughout the entire bear market, Horde has stayed at the exact same price almost. So that's what Furio will be doing. So that means that this could be very high APR rewards for a token which is going to stay very stable. But of course, people are buying and selling Furio a lot. It is getting risky. And then finally, the highest risk with the highest APR would have to be the Jurassic Crops farmer. Here we go. Here you can get yourself a juicy 5% daily. You will deposit BUSD stablecoin into this. It is locked in there forever. You will get your interest of 5% daily. When you come to claim though, you will only be able to get half of that because half will be deposited back into the platform. For example, I have daily rewards here of 26 BUSD. I will claim that reward. That will then be sent to my withdraw box. When I withdraw, half will be sent to back into my TVL, right? And then the other half will be claimable be sent back into my wallet, right? Also, I can only get a 3x profit on this. So you can get 5% a day daily until you triple your money. But the risk is, of course, that if the TVL starts to go down, then you, of course, and there's no more money in the TVL to pay out the stakers, that means that your money is essentially gone, okay? So you need to know this, but, I very much manage my risk with all of this. I put in $500 into this, whereas I put in $30,000 into Tomb because I can just take the USDC in and out whenever I want, right? I do the same with Alpaca. With Grizzly, I have about $10,000. With Dex, yeah, as you saw, I have grown from a position of $15,000. I went high risk here, high reward. I've grown it to $23,000. Yeah, with Horde, I have a position at the moment of $15,000 from $8,000. With Furio, I have a position of $30,000 from $3,000. So then I decided to go lower, of course, with only $500 into the BUSD Crops Farmer because the risk is inherently higher. But you can see it does work at the bottom here. If I wanted to, I could claim out $78. Half of that would go back into my stake and half of it would go into my wallet. Alright guys, so that is today's video on passive income printers. Hope you enjoyed it, hope it's fast enough for you, and hope you got loads of alpha. Again, write in the comments if you think I missed out on any or if you really liked some of the ones that I talked about today. Peace, don't get wrecked.